Hello, 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 and welcome to Not Live with Lisa. I have decided to end the regularly scheduled lives and just as the messages come to me, I will film them and put them on Facebook and YouTube, just because I want things to flow. I want to focus on the quality of my content versus scheduling out and all of that jazz. It stresses me out, okay? But I am thankful though for the experience of going lives, because me going live consistently every week for 4 months straight. Celebrate. Okay? Yes, celebration. Has helped me to be comfortable in front of the camera and to actually be able to refine my message and know how to do things moving forward. Because in the spirit of transparency, last December of 2020, I tried doing a video and could not get the words out right, and I wrote notes and everything. It was just, I was like, what is wrong with me? Lisa, how you gonna do videos and you can't do videos? So going live has helped me, because I believe it was more so my confidence and being okay with making mistakes and growing and all of that. Being live pushed me out there and helped me to get to where I am now as far as finding my voice and all of that. So for that, I am so thankful. I'm thankful for everyone who has benefited from the information that I've shared, and it's not over. I'm gonna keep it coming. Okay, because as I learn these life lessons, I'm sharing them. They say sharing is caring. I'm all for that. So yeah, well, we're gonna get right on into this topic. Okay, is self-care selfish? Self-care, we hear we read in the Bible that in the end times people will be lovers of themselves, and I have heard all kinds of interpretations for what that means. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. And more often than not, those have been put in a context where taking care of yourself and loving yourself is not a good thing. Like, it has been presented, I have seen more than one presentation on how self-care is selfish. You have to pour into others. And I have even bought into that. I have bought into the idea of pouring into myself so that I can pour into others. Being there for me so I can be there for others. Doing for me so that I can do for others. But really, at the end of the day, everybody should be doing that. And if you are amongst people who are also pouring into themselves, just like you are pouring into yourself, then you all can come together full. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong. There is nothing wrong with pouring into others, speaking life into others. And it's very important that we show up full, especially if we are privy or privileged to receive the information and learning and the journeys on how to pour into yourself and be whole and all of that. But I believe, actually, I know that if you don't take care of yourself simply because you deserve to take care of yourself, and not just take care of yourself like your daily essentials or the things that you're supposed to do and all of that stuff, the foundational things, but really like the extra things that we should be doing for ourselves. If you do that solely for so that others can benefit from you, you will find yourself exhausted. You will find yourself exhausted because you will end up putting your self-care, the self-care of others, or the care of others. You will end up putting the care of others before your own. It's true. I hear it all the time. I've done it. Go out in public and you will see, or look in the mirror and you will see a mother who has put the care of her family before herself, and she is in survival mode, and she has lost herself, and it's sad. It is really sad. I'm going to go ahead and read off of my notes because that is one thing that I have learned. They're here for a reason, so that I don't forget the point that I need to make. So this is what I wrote. Self-care is just that. Self-care. Okay? Taking care of myself cannot be so that I can take care of others. It's not enough for me to do it for the people I love. Because with that mindset, I will unintentionally place their care above my own. I have taken care of my children, made sure that they had, like we're going out, say we're going to church. By the time I have dressed my two children and ironed everybody's clothes and made sure everybody ate and everything is done, the last 15 to 20 minutes before we walk out the door is dedicated to me not only getting dressed and trying to at least look decent, but managing feelings. Because listen, we know that with young children, if you got young children and you have gotten them dressed, it's like, okay, I got them dressed, now I gotta go get dressed and hope that they didn't spill nothing on themselves so that I have to redress them and all of that stuff. Listen, that is a whole story of our lives type thing. But the problem comes in when it continues longer than it should. When our children are old enough to dress themselves, but we still dress them. When our children are old enough to do their own self-care routine, and we continue to participate in their self-care routine to make sure that they do their self-care routine. It is exhausting, okay? And then what ends up happening is they show up looking good, they show up looking fresh, and even if I have enough time to make sure that, you know, I'm good, I look good, I feel good, I smell good, all of that stuff, you can see it in my eyes that I have not only taken care of me, but other people. Self-care is necessary, because if not, you will be wore out. I remember when I realized that that was important, because when I was attending one church in particular, every month they had like a marriage spotlight type thing. And this was a huge deal, and the married couples who were celebrating their anniversaries in that month went up to the front. And for some reason that particular day, I actually looked at the couples, and I'm gonna be honest, I was not happy with what I saw. Marriage, beautiful. And I knew these couples, marriage, beautiful marriage, celebrating longevity in their relationships and all of that. The husbands stood there looking like the average husband, looking like a fresh slice of bread. I mean, just glowing and good and just youthful. They looked well taken care of. And their wives, average. The average wife. Now, I'm not going to say every woman up there, but too many of them looked exhausted. It was not apples to apples. Husband, wife, apples to apples. They did not show up looking both like a fresh slice of bread. And I was like, oh my goodness. Lord, I stopped in that moment and I said, Lord, I do not want to celebrate the longevity of my marriage and my husband looking like, life is all good, and me standing next to him and I not match that. Not matching the energy, not matching the appearance. I have to be intentional about taking care of myself so that when we stand together, it looks like two people are well taken care of. That was a huge defining moment in my life. Something that I'm thankful that I noticed, and also something that I'm sad that I saw, but it happens. It happens. We tend to, in the culture of being women and the culture of being wives and mothers, are taught that this life is a selfless journey, that we are to be there for others, but it is so important that we show up for ourselves too. Not because we want to be the everything to other people, but because we deserve it. Period. We deserve it. You deserve it. I deserve it. And I am thankful. I'm happy to say that I realized that. And if you have not realized that yet, I hope that you do today. I hope that you start today. And I hope that it start where you are. Start where you are and start with the little things. So I hope that this message has been beneficial to you. Please be sure to pass the message along and share it with someone else. Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments. And if you don't feel comfortable with that, you can always send me a message. But at the end of the day, I just want us to all show up amazing because we are. Not because we can be amazing, not because we should be amazing, but we are. Wherever you are in your life right now, you are amazing, and that is why you deserve to take good care of you, because there is only one, and we're special. We are special. So I want you all to embrace that. And I am embracing it. Hallelujah. Thank you so much. And I hope you all have a blessed and wonderful whatever time you're watching this. All right. Bye.